Introduction. Welcome to this lecture on data validation in MS Excel. In this lecture, we will be discussing the importance of data validation, the different types of data validation, and how to apply data validation in Microsoft Excel. Why is data validation important? Data validation is important in MS Excel because it ensures that the data entered into a cell or range of cells meets certain criteria. This helps to prevent errors and inconsistencies in your data, which can cause problems with analysis and reporting. Data validation also helps to ensure that your data is complete and accurate, which can save time and resources when it comes to data management. Types of data validation. There are several types of data validation that can be applied in MS Excel. These include 1. Whole number validation. This type of validation ensures that only whole numbers can be entered into a cell or range of cells. You can set a minimum and maximum value for the whole numbers that can be entered. 2. Decimal validation. Decimal validation is used when you want to restrict the number of decimal places that can be entered into a cell or range of cells. 3. Date-time validation. This type of validation is used to ensure that only valid dates or times can be entered into a cell or range of cells. You can set a range of valid dates and times, or use a custom formula to validate dates and times. 4. Text length validation. This validation is used to restrict the length of the text that can be entered into a cell or range of cells. You can set a maximum or minimum number of characters that can be entered. 5. Custom validation. This type of validation allows you to use a custom formula to validate data entered into a cell or range of cells. This gives you more control over the validation process and allows you to apply complex validation rules. Applying data validation in MS Excel. Now that we have discussed the different types of data validation, let us look at how to apply data validation in MS Excel. Step 1. Select the cell or range of cells where you want to apply data validation. Step 2. Click on the Data tab in the ribbon at the top of the screen. Step 3. Click on the Data Validation button in the Data Tools group. Step 4. In the Settings tab of the Data Validation dialog box, choose the type of validation you want to apply. Step 5. Set the criteria for the validation. Depending on the type of validation you chose, you may need to set a minimum or maximum value, specify a range of values, or enter a specific value or formula. Step 6. Optionally, you can also customize the input message and error alert that users will see when they enter data that doesn't meet the validation criteria. Step 7. Click OK to apply the data validation. Conclusion. In conclusion, data validation is an important feature in MS Excel that helps to ensure that your data is accurate and consistent. There are several types of data validation that can be applied, and the process of applying data validation is simple and straightforward. By applying data validation in MS Excel, you can save time and resources when it comes to data management, and improve the accuracy and reliability of your data.